use the word attitude, but I didn't take it out of context. I think they answered some of those questions. That team showed, man, I just wrote down some stuff. I mean, they showed perseverance, they showed grit, they showed determination, they showed on reliance on each other. And I told Lockie, I've been around here more than 40 years. I don't know if I've seen it better as well, but probably not a better overall performance than what she turned in tonight. I mean, Kendra had some like that, and some others before, but she was key. I mean, and man, she's like a bulldog.
She is, yeah, and our team really responds to Courtney. I mean, I think they
she's
carry
emotional.
her personality, good and bad. Tonight it was good, and so, yeah, I mean, she's emotional, she's fired up, and so she struggled early on scoring against this team, and as soon as she found that, our team found it. And, you know, we needed her in the front row as much as possible. And then the key late was Tim Marie balancing that. And so Tim Marie coming up with 18 kills was huge, especially coming off a night like last night for those two. Those were the two that I really challenged as veterans, that we needed more from them.
Did you?
So for Courtney and Tim Marie to come out with that type of performance shows their grit and their leadership on this team, that they were able to handle that challenge.
I think you've got some other kids too that are taking some big strides, and I think that, you know, the team is gonna benefit so much. I mean, I watched Natalia King and I see her making key points and contributing, and it's like, man, I really wanna see her in like 6 weeks from now and see the advancement and how much of that is key to you winning sets or winning matches. You know, her and your little freshman, Taylor Els. I mean, her numbers aren't huge, but she's played big roles in for a little thing.
Yeah, we even ended up with Taylor in the front row in one of those sets.
I know.
We weren't quite able to pull out 29-27, but yeah, I mean, she can do kind of anything for us. And so from the first few days, we saw that she'd probably be in the starting lineup, and she's been consistent for us. She definitely doesn't play like a freshman. She plays feisty, she plays confident, and that's what we need from her. And yeah, I mean, we're gonna continue to see her develop, and I really liked what we got out of freshman Sarah Weiland tonight, that for her second college match and her second match on the left side in her career, she really came along, and you could see the confidence building as she went through the match.
How much better, or what in particular will a big chunk add when you get O'Brien back?
When I get who back?
Emily O'Neill, my fault.
Yeah, I mean, Emily's probably good to go right now. Natalia and Alex are doing their job, and that's what position Emily can give us the best look. So we could have used Emily tonight, and we definitely considered it for Alex, but Alex was really blocking well, even though we weren't getting the offensive numbers that we wanted from her. You know, Kim Weissman and Michaela Nelson will be big when they're healthy, and then we're at full strength with all 17 players. So, you know, those two key injuries will add depth and continue to help us. But I like the development that we made tonight without them in the front row.
How important, and especially from a mental standpoint, was getting this win?
I think it was big mentally. With that hard fought of a match, it's tough to go back-to-back emotional matches and not get the outcome that you want. So to have a split going into Tuesday is a much better place to be than going 0-2. Even if everything would have fallen the same way and then two serves would have trickled over the net and we lose that match, it would have been very different. So yeah, I mean, we needed that win in a big way tonight.
What CSU, I'm sure, brings even a different challenge. And I'm assuming, just from a talent standpoint, you know, and obviously with this kind of match from your girls, they're up for the challenge, but what do you have to do? What are you gonna have to do to be in that match?
Well, they present a very different match, again, just like these last two matches were very different. CSU gives us a lot of size, and so we're gonna have, some of the shots that we scored on tonight are not gonna score on CSU's block.
Right.
And so that's gonna be the biggest adjustment. I think there's some other areas that we can exploit, but it's not gonna be challenging the block like we did tonight. I mean, we said attack the block, and that can't be your game plan against Colorado State's block. So
let's go around them, hit around
you gotta
them.
go around them, we gotta exploit the back row defense, not the front row defense. We gotta serve tough to get them out of system. There's some some areas to get points, but it's not, some of the ways that we got points tonight. So as long as our team can understand that and not try and get hard-headed and stubborn to win the same way, that'll show a lot of maturity, and that's how we're gonna win matches
Will you
throughout
have
conference as well.
video of both their matches?
Yes, we will.
You will from last night and St. Mary's tonight?